Hello Neighbor 3 is probably one of the most anticipated Hello Neighbor games yet. I mean, just look at these screenshots. Today, we'll be reacting to the two devlogs that are out right now. We have Devlog 1 and Devlog 1.5. Devlog 2 is meant to come out in a couple of days by the time I'm recording this video. And I decided, why not just decide, why not react to both of the devlogs? See what they have planned for this game. I know Devlog 1.5, they talk about Hello Neighbor 2 a bit. So let's get right into it. I think there's no captions.
To create a unique sandbox where every decision is the right one. This is the diary of another attempt.
Hello Neighbor 3 Developer Diary Episode 1 or Devlog.
So the first.
Okay.
So the first try was the game Hello Neighbor. You might have heard of it.
Yeah, Hello Neighbor 1.
A game where you sneak into your neighbor's house, guarded by AI that learns from your actions.
Yeah.
Okay.
So much for learning, you know.
Even though the game did well, it was only a fraction of what was originally envisioned.
What does that
Being
sound?
first game, it had its quirks. With each new iteration, I tried to figure out the approach. So there was late night shift, known as Hello Guest.
Okay. So you tried a new thing called Hello Guest, but I guess I quickly just that didn't work.
The early alphas of Hello Neighbor 2 and the lesser known stuff like Rumble on the Mill and the Empathy. In the most
I know about
recent
Rumble on the Mill, but what is
sandbox,
Empathy?
I asked myself, can it be a multiplayer game?
Oh yeah, RBO, right?
With the help of a designer, we built something that was destined to become Hello Neighbor 3. An RBO prototype. A game where you invade other players' houses, steal their stuff, and reinforce your own house to prevent them from doing the same. By the way, RBO stands for Ravenbrooks Online.
Knew it. I knew it was it was quite obvious, to be honest.
To take a next step and make it a full game, we reached out to great people at Irrigate Studios for help.
Okay.
Funny thing, there was a catch.
That makes sense. Oh, what catch? Oh, okay, well.
None of us developed an online game before. We started to working on a game, codenamed RBO.
What about Hello Engineer or Speaker Neighbor?
Mechanics, and figure out if it works at all.
Well, I guess... oh! Yeah, this is the RBO prototype. No, the RBO pre-alpha.
To cooperative gameplay.
This looks so cool, to be honest. I wish I could play this.
Instead of fighting each other.
Yep, I've seen the gameplay.
Idea was to eliminate toxicity that might happen while playing against random people.
Yep.
And focus on a journey rather than destination.
Why is it called 258?
As we dove deeper into development, we started to realize that we might not be able to pull this off in a reasonable amount of time. That's when I remembered an advice we had from a team of experienced online developers. They said...
Experienced online developers? Oh. What is... Okay, I'm just trying to ignore that. What did the team say?
They said, don't do it seriously.
Oh,
at the time, it didn't sound like a great advice. But the question arises, what should we do? And most importantly, what can we do?
Yep,
there was one thing we could change. Make it a single player game.
I literally just said it. Yeah, make it a single player game. Which sucks, but... I mean, it makes sense. It sucks, but... Oh.
Okay, so here's the idea. You find yourself in a half-abandoned town in the middle of nowhere. Yep, Ravenbrooks. Events unfold right before your eyes. If you decide to intervene, everything can be changed.
Oh.
Because every character is driven by parameters and systems.
Parameters and systems. So it went from a self-learning AI to a neural network to a parameter AI or whatever. I really hope they can pull this off and make a good AI, because
in the next episode,
the AIs are
I'll tell you more about our progress on Hello Neighbor 3, its world, atmosphere, and the next prototype stage we're currently working on. I hope we'll be able to make this elusive sandbox before...
Oh! Alright, let's hop on to Hello Neighbor 3 Devlog 1.5, and at the end of the video, I'll tell you my thoughts on Hello Neighbor 3. Hello Neighbor 3 Devlog 1.5.
I know, it's frustrating to not have updates on Hello Neighbor 2.
Oh,
And
straight off the
rightfully
bat,
so,
talking
if
about Hello
I'd be in
Neighbor
your
2.
place, I'd be pretty frustrated too. So, how about we shed some light on it?
Oh, that's a sick transition to the devlog. Oh, I love that.
It's all started 13 years ago. That time I decided to leave my dead-end job
13?
behind and to
Wow.
follow my dream to make
Is Hello Neighbor
video
really
games.
that old? No, it's like 9 years old, right? Something like that. So, okay, he decided to quit his dead-end job. Obviously.
Hello Neighbor was the first game I ever created. And for the team of 5 people, it was pretty surreal experience.
Yeah, because originally I think they were mobile developers or mobile game developers, so they made a first. This was the first
none
PC.
of us shipped a single game before.
Yeah,
There was a lot of soul in it. So
I really like these cinematic devlogs.
by the time of release, everyone was
Nikita seems like a fun, talkative guy. You know what I mean?
pretty burned out.
I love these devlogs. Devlogs nowadays are just gameplay and all that stuff.
And
I mean, I do that.
was
I do
only
that,
the beginning.
but I like these devlogs. Atmosphere. Oh, oh, now we're going to the forest. Right? What is this? It's really dark.
As Hello Neighbor popularity grew, a single game suddenly turned into a franchise.
Yeah, especially in the alphas. Pre-alpha was probably the most known alpha. What the? What was that? No. What was that?
Without a break, we started to work on a prequel called Hide and Seek.
Yep.
Well, at the same time, game branched into spin-offs like Hello Engineer and Secret Neighbor, along with a mobile port, books, and more.
Secret Neighbor was made by Holograph. Books. Are they continuing the books? I think the books ended a long time ago. I think. I don't know. Tell me in the comments. Bro, I love these shots. I love these types of devlogs.
After
Can't
we
wait to see
shipped
what the next
Hide and
devlog
Seek,
is.
work on Hello Neighbor 2 immediately began.
Okay.
And
Oh,
as
yeah.
you know from the original game, fear and trauma can make you do things you don't actually want to do. So, by
Bro,
the
this
time
soundtrack
development
is
started,
great.
a break was really needed, yet I couldn't say no and kept going forward as the project rapidly grew in scale. More people and more ideas got to be taken into account, which made development even harder. At some point, I found myself burned out. Fighting for ideas of the project I didn't even want to work with.
Aw. I guess that makes
All this led to decision to
step away from a project.
step down from Hello Neighbor 2.
Yep. In the
This
alphas,
happened
right?
during Alpha 2 period.
Okay, well, that's not really a surprise because there's a major difference between Alpha 1.5 and the
So
beta.
we parted ways, and the game and franchise continue to go on without me, carried by Iriguest and the people who were
Who
involved.
was
at
the
the
lead
time.
developer at that time?
Iriguest did their best to deliver Hello Neighbor 2 under circumstances that they had.
I mean, not terrible, but
It took me more than a year to recover from a burnout. At some point, I even thought maybe game's just not for me. So I started to look for joy in creating small prototypes, and I want to share some of them.
So he came back like during patch, like the end of the patch, just kind of. I don't know. Oh, my mic fell. Actually, that's not my mic. That's my thingy for a mic.
Auditorium,
What the frick?
a system-based arena survival. Here, you're a substitute teacher that has to stand against students.
Bro, I'm
for a
not
week.
gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
Inspired by
I
the
think
game,
I've seen this before. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I think I've seen this before.
Circles,
I
sprinkle holy water, and make sure they learn their material. You know, teacher stuff. Beware the student from the back row.
What the? Okay.
Introversion, a survival game, where you are an introvert. You have to manage your energy based on the amount of interaction with people. Yeah, sometimes it requires a lot of energy just to be around people, let alone have conversations.
So Nikita fully made the RBO prototype. I can literally see because of the buttons, the
Right about
animation, and all that stuff.
A sandbox, where you try to prevent a disaster by using a time machine.
Because he really likes making. I guess
The
he just
twist
made RBO
Is
prototype,
that all instances
and
of
you
you
know.
are controlled by AI that try to repeat all
Wait, what?
your actions.
Oh.
So it means you can affect your past actions. By the way, some of these ideas I took to Hello Neighbor 3.
Like some of these ideas, like from this game or from all of the prototypes. What the frick? Oh my gosh. What is happening? What is that sound? What the? What is that tiredness? Why do I see tiredness? Okay, what? What is that?
Giant monster.
I think
A
he just
different
went
kind
through
of
the
survival
wall. Okay, I'm not gonna.
You have to escape a town that's terrorized by a giant monster. Be aware how visible you are,
How do you know how
what
visible
sounds
you
you make, and look for warmth and food while trying not to be eaten yourself.
To be honest, some of these prototypes can actually be really good games. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie. Like this one, for example, could be a really good game if it was Oh, he died. If it was finished fully.
And the last one, Switchman. A silly game where you need to make important decisions.
he just killed that cow.
As for now, I have reunited with Irrigate Studios.
You have to make Hell
And
Neighbor
we
3.
focus all our resources on Hell Neighbor 3.
Yep.
A game you all deserve. This means Hell Neighbor 2,
Hell Neighbor 2 won't be getting any more patches.
We
Or
know
patch them.
those of you who were looking forward to it would be disappointed, and I understand that. This decision allowed us to focus all we have on current project and deliver the best of what we can do. All this taught us as a team and Tiny Build in general a few valuable lessons.
Be honest. Okay,
In
I'm
development
gonna let the video finish.
in life.
I'll let the video
Keeping
finish.
open and clear communication. Sharing progress and goals of the project will help to be everyone on the same page and know where project currently is and where it is going. As you might already see, Hell Neighbor 3 is open since its prototype stage.
Yeah,
And its
especially on the
progress
Discord.
can be tracked by a
He does
Discord
active
or
literally
upcoming devlogs.
every other
This
day
is
or
what
whatever.
we believe and what we committed to doing going forward. Second, promise only things that are tested and can be backed up with a playable prototype.
Wait, what?
This rule is
I didn't
generally
follow.
great to
Wait, what
follow
happened? I zoned
for
out.
every development team.
Wait, what happened?
And this is what we do currently with Hell Neighbor 3. And third one is to place unique creative goals over rapid expansion. And this is what we're currently doing at Irrigate Studios. We establish compact creative environment to deliver unique projects we are all proud of. And life lesson learned,
Oh?
fear is a bad compass. Follow your dream.
Bro, that was awesome. And that's the entire devlog. So, yeah, I literally paused right here. So I only won't be getting any more updates, which is obviously sad. I did know this about I did know that Hell Neighbor 2 was not gonna get any more updates. It's literally February 2025, and it is sad because a ton of Tiny Build, like maybe not a ton of, I don't want to name names, but you guys might already know. Like they were saying that Hell Neighbor 2 is very much alive, and when they get information they can share, and like the update is going good and all that stuff, which is quite saddening to see that Hell Neighbor 2 is not gonna get any more updates. Which, as it states right now in 2025, it should not be worth $40. I mean, it is worth $40. But it took nine patches and like 8 hotfixes to get to this point. This point should have been like launch, in my opinion, not patch 9, which is sad. All right, but Hello Neighbor 3 is probably gonna be probably one of the, when it releases, it's probably gonna be, if everything goes well, it could be one of the best Hello Neighbor games Tiny has released. Eureka Studios made. Nikita is really open about the project in his Discord server, talking about answering questions. Obviously, can't answer like, what, for example, I can't give an example, but he can't answer really like, you know, big questions like when is the first build or whatever. Obviously, he can't answer it because it's still work in progress. But we've been told a couple of weeks ago or months or whatever, I don't know, that we are gonna get a prototype build released when Devlog 2 releases. Devlog 2 was meant to release in January, late January, but it was postponed to February, early. I'm definitely gonna play the prototype, and I'm gonna give feedback. I highly doubt it, but if any Eureka Studio or Tiny Build member is watching this video, actually, what should I ask? I guess just thank you for watching this video. I really don't know what to ask, to be honest. I know that Mega, my friend, a YouTuber friend of mine, did get interviewed by Nikita. Obviously I'm not gonna. No, yeah, Mega interviewed Nikita. Sorry. And obviously I think I'm also a bit too young or not that popular to get interviewed by Nikita. So, but you know, things can change, you know. So hit me up, email to my channel. Yeah, I look forward to Devlog 2. To be honest, I will definitely watch it, and yeah, I hope Hello Neighbor 3 turns out well. I'll see you next time.